Hey guys, Ramblin Bob here again, and we're going to take a first look at the Bluetti hands-free backpack power station. Now they make two versions of this, and we're going to look at the specs and see kind of what you could do with this thing. This is a new product, and Mrs. Ramblin Bob really likes backpacks, so I thought let's take a look at this and see what it has to offer, see if this is good for us or her. Alright, so this is the Bluetti hands-free #1 backpack power station. We're also going to look at the #2 as well. But we're going to look at the #1 here first, and it says, let's make this a little bit bigger for my eyeballs here. It says all-in-one design, integrating an ultra-slim power station with a 42-liter backpack. Okay, so guys, 42 liters of stuff you can put in there. That's a lot of stuff, guys. Just to give you an idea, I know it's an overlooked obvious thing. A 2-liter is a lot of space. Imagine 42 1-liter bottles, or 21 2-liters on your back. That's a lot of space full of stuff. Okay, it looks like you have little compartments here. There's probably like, it looks 1, 2, 3. It looks like there's 4 compartments here. Let's take a look at it here. And then you could charge this thing by solar panel, it says, so that's always nice. If you can carry the solar panel with you. I wonder if it comes with a solar panel. Oh yeah, here, right down here. So you can actually, probably add a solar panel on here. Let's see. Yep, that's it. So you can add a solar panel. How much does that thing cost? What's the value there? Ooh, $500. All right, we're getting up there, guys. So obviously that's with $200 for a solar panel. You know, if you had a smaller solar panel, if you guys saw that review that I did with the Allpowers S200, I think that's coming out soon. That has a 60-watt, very small solar panel. Very small, very cheap, and then if that would plug into this thing, that would be awesome because it folds up into like nothing. Probably like this one does too, I'm assuming. But alright, so let's see here. Built with ergonomic and breathable design, allowing great comfort and 30K load bearing capacity. So 30K, I think that's like, let me see, I got a conversion from crazy to human here. So I can never do the conversion. I think it's like 15 pounds. I never know kilogram. I never knew that. I always get confused with those. Let's see here. It's like liters and milliliters and stuff. It's like I know ounces. Like ounces. I have a 12-ounce soda here. I have 67 ounces in a 2-liter. So it's a weird conversion, and if you're not used to it, it's confusing. Okay, so look at that. There's your compartments here. Very cool. Wow, that holds a lot of stuff. Holy Jesus. All right, let's see. The power station here. There's all your electronics. Here's your clothes, and then here's all your miscellaneous stuff: wallet, chapstick, keys, whatever you put in there. Maybe little tiny tools, camping tools and stuff like that. Little baby ones, and then it's got a little fanny pack. Oh, Miss Ramblin Bob would like the fanny pack. Okay, let's keep going. Here's a solar panel. Did we see all the pictures? All right. Oh, and then look at that, guys. This is a sleeping bag here. If you're out in the middle of here, guys, in the middle of nowhere, that looks like Arizona kind of thing. If you're out in the middle of like that, or New Mexico, I'd highly recommend having more than just what he's got on his back. But maybe he's one of those really light packers. They bring nothing and then they go out there for like 3 days. That's crazy to me. Wow. I would have an RV with Bluetti stuff all over the place. All that lifestyle stuff. All right, let's see here. All right. So there's the hiking thing. They both look out like maybe about 6 feet tall, so you can get kind of an idea of how big the bags are. I like the water bottle compartment on the side too. That way it's easy access when you need it. Here you go, 42-liter designed. Boy, it looks heavy. It just looks heavy. Charge on the go. 300-watt rated power, 450 powerlifting. Guys, if you're going to use powerlifting, please don't. Learn about that before you do. I think that's only for like heaters and hot plates and things like that, guys, but be careful with that powerlifting. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not. In emergency, sure, but I'm not a fan of it. Okay, let's see here. Splash resistant, so that's good. That obviously, so it doesn't get wet or anything. You don't want it to get wet. That'd be horrible for your electronics and everything. Here's him. Look at, he's carrying that little solar panel on the back. So theirs is small and fold up. Very, very neat design for portability. Like if you were riding can you imagine someone riding a bicycle and having this thing draping down? I don't know if it'll fit, but imagine that draping down to where you get a little solar panel. That would be crazy. Here, 45-minute charge to 80%. Okay, I like that as it's quick. Hopefully it's not lithium-ion batteries, guys. Lithium iron phosphate is the way to go, at least for now. And then here's all your quick access to your gears. Wow, that's a lot of stuff I can fit here. I can't believe I can't imagine the weight. Because remember, you're not only carrying the backpack, but you're carrying all the weight. Oh, here, look at this. Look at all that stuff. Holy crap, Zilla, guys. Like, I gotta shrink the page here. Holy cow. Look, jeez Louise. Look at all of that. Oh my god, guys, that's gotta weigh like 100 pounds. Jeez Louise. Look at all the stuff that can go in there. There's your drone. Wow, this would be great for, yeah, obviously for photographers. Look at the stuff that you can put in there. Oh, did you see the little iPad or something pop out of the bottom? All right, guys, we gotta watch that again. Look at all that stuff. That's amazing. Look, they got a walking stick up here, a water bottle. Here's the hat. Here's a tent. Jeez Louise, holy crapzilla. Look at all that stuff. That's crazy, guys, that you could put that much stuff in a backpack. Oh my gosh. Wait, where's the camping gear from Lifestyle? Guys, there's no Bluetti. Oh my god. Okay, hold on, guys. I gotta show you something. Holy crapzilla. I can't believe they forgot it. They have, guys, one of my favorite products that they sell, or they give it away free. Guys, you can get it free if you go to live stream, and then you put your name in that spinning wheel, and if it lands on your there it was, and you land on it. This right here. This is, guys, this is you want to talk about a perfect thing for this backpack. This is, I can't believe they didn't put this in there. That's crazy. This is a whole, it's a frying pan, frying kettle, or a cooking kettle. You get two of these little cups right here. Look at this, guys. That is, it's everything. You get a little carabiner kind of thing here, and then you get little fold-up silverware. It is odd. The only thing they didn't give you guys, which is strange, which is plates, but I think you just, kind of eat right out of the buckets. And then here's a tea kettle. You get all this stuff, guys, and like I said, it's free. If you go to that live stream, you'll see me there. I'm always there. Look at all that stuff, guys. I can't believe they didn't put an animation, or at least a picture, for this. I'm going to have to talk to Tim. This should definitely be 100% on in here, hanging off the side. Forget that little cup. That whole thing should be dangling. I figure you got 100 pounds on there already. What's another 1 or a half a pound more? That's, holy crapzilla, guys. That was a big missed thing by Bluetti. That should have been on there. All right, let's keep going here and see what we got to offer here. I can't wait to get to the specs. That's my favorite. There's the DJI Mini. Boy, those things, guys, those are impressive little drones. I heard that they might ban them. Can you believe that? All those that they sold, and then they're going to ban them. Holy crapzilla. There's your power. Here's all your thing. Here's a double strap here. I like this little pouch down here. It's a little added. We can put more stuff. Guys, one thing I noticed, riding a motorcycle, riding a bicycle, hiking, camping, even rock climbing, stuff like that, guys, you always run out of space. Always. No matter what you want to bring, you always wish you had one more pocket or one more place for stuff. That's just, it's just the obvious. So it's nice to see little hidden things everywhere. A little pocket here, little pocket there. My favorite backpack that I have, that I use when I go on the electric bike, has like it's got about 10 different pouches in it, and I can put my wallet in here, my keys in here. I can put chapstick in one. I can put basically a little bit of money in one, and that way you always have it all separated. Money usually goes in a wallet, but like emergency, you put a little bit of 10 or 20 bucks in an emergency pouch, and then when you need it, when you're out and about, you're like, I wish I had a soda, and you don't have any money. You look in the pouch, you go, I forgot I put 20 bucks in there. So little pouches like that are really cool, really cool. Oh, look at that, a Vanagon. These are awesome too. And then this is the Bluetti Lifestyle fridge. This would probably be perfect for this, but then remember, you'd have to carry it separately. And then here's the young lady. She's making coffee or tea in the middle of nowhere. So boy, the life has really changed. This technology has changed my life. I hope it's better than yours. I guarantee that. No more generators, gas, noise, carrying gasoline, permits. It's nothing. You just walk somewhere, you set it down with a fishing pole, and you're done. I love it. Boy, I'll tell you what, I can't talk about these enough. And you guys know that. I mean, my name is Rambling. So, I mean, holy crapzilla. All right, so let's check this out, guys. This is all the meat and potatoes here. So you have 268.8 watt hours. We're going to round that easier for the brain. It's 270 watt hours in this little backpack power station here, and it's lithium iron phosphate, so good. No more lithium ion batteries. Thank you, Bluetti. And look at this here, 4,000 cycles to 80%. Now that's higher than the rated of their power stations, because remember, their power stations usually only go to about 3,500. So this would be more than 10 years. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, 3,500 is about 9. Yeah, so that'd be more than 10 years. Imagine using this for 10 years. Holy crapzilla. And then it says recharge to 80% every 3 to 6 months. Guys, I disagree with that, and this is only my opinion. I like recharging and testing it every 30 days. The reason for that is because if you have it sitting for 6 months and something happens to it, you don't know, right? It's kind of like you wouldn't plan for an emergency and just, put it on a shelf, and then 6 months later, oh, it doesn't work, it doesn't turn on or something, or the battery died or whatever. Check it every 30 days or so, and that way you feel more confident, it's ready to go when you need it, if you need it. Hopefully you'll never need it unless you do something fun like this, camping and hiking and stuff like that. So you got MPPT controller, the BMS, etc. So basically the BMS stands for the battery management system. That charges all the cells properly and effectively, and that way you don't have any problems. Many years ago, systems didn't have MPPT controllers, which is maximum point controlling power, and what that does is it makes sure that you get the most amount of power in there when it can, so it kind of regulates everything for you. And then the BMS is the system that is basically the processor in a computer, that the brain, and then that makes sure everything is okay and properly doing what it's supposed to do for each cell. Here's your power. This is the meat and potatoes here. 300 watt rated power out. I like that. That's a good amount of power. I think you could do just about anything. You could run a TV easily, obviously not for a long time, but you could run a TV. Like the TV I'm using right now uses about 20 watts. So, that's a long time, right? So you can go camping. Now, I'm not saying you bring a TV with you. This is a 43-inch TV, but they do make portable TVs that you could put in there, and then they have these little portable antennas, or some people have those what the heck are they called? That Elon Musk thing. Oh, write it in the comments, guys, if you remember what that's called. It's a Starlink. So, you put all that and have in the middle of nowhere, you'd have a TV. Holy cow! You can watch a pay-per-view. You can watch a fight or something like that. Wow. Here's the powerlifting, guys. Now, this part I'm not a fan of, guys. Please learn about this before you use it. Powerlifting, what it does is it drops the voltage down and puts the amps up. Some or a lot of equipment does not like this. So please learn about this before you use it. I don't want you to break your stuff, guys. I really don't. Okay, so AC output, you get one 300 watt total. That's perfect. That's really all you need. And if you have 2 small or 3 small little items, those little 3-way adapters, that you can put that right in your pocket or right in this bag, and then you can have 3 outputs, so you can charge whatever. You could put your shaver in one. You could put who knows, a laptop adapter in one, and then that way you can branch that out into 3 ports rather than 1. So that's helpful. You might have to take it out of the bag though, to put a adapter. You have to wait and see if it has a space to do that. Now, this is my favorite, USB outputs. These are 100 watts out. That's usually the norm of what you use everywhere, is USB-C now. Now, for the older folks like me, you have USB-A. So if you still have stuff around your house that still uses USB-A, old cameras used to do that. Cooling trays for laptop. A lot of them are still USB-A, so you can still utilize up to 15 watts or charging if you're charging something, right? So you still have that. So I like that they didn't take those off. I hope they stay there forever, only because you always, no matter what technology you have, you're always going to have a friend, relative, or yourself pop up something that's older technology and say, I can't have a way to charge this. So now, or you could buy an adapter, I guess. But you know what the problem with an adapter is? You always lose the darn thing, because they're so small, you always lose it. I do anyway. Okay, so here you got input 300 watts max of the AC. So you can see how you could charge that bad boy in an hour. That's pretty quick. And you can charge it and then get to go. Or the solar input is 200, so that'll take you approximately an hour and a half in perfect sun if you had a 200 watt solar panel. And that solar panel is kind of big, a 200 watt. I have to see that fold up one that they have there. Okay, so AC charging, 45 minutes. Yep. 1.5 hours. Okay, so it actually slows down. I like that, but I do like the hour idea that I had better. An hour. So it's the same as solar. So take an hour and a half to get to 100%, 45 minutes to 80%, and that's usually get to 80%, which is the optimal charging for a lithium iron phosphate or a lithium ion battery is 80%, and then down to 20%. So figure an hour and a half. And then here's your car charging. So you can put it in your cigarette lighter here. You could have 3.2 hours at 12 volts, which is a standard car, or 1.8 in a 24 volt circuit. And basically what that is, a big rig, heavy duty alternator. A lot of trucks have that, like semis and stuff like that, have stuff like that, all 24 volt systems. Or if you're an overlander and you have, a lot of souped up systems for charging, a lot of people go 24 because then you don't have to run as much copper and as much line, and it's cheaper that way, and much easier because amperage creates the heat. That's the flow of energy through the lines. Here's something that a lot of people don't know. I didn't know many years ago. The electricity does not flow through the copper. Isn't that strange? You would think that the bigger the copper, it flows through the copper. Electricity actually flows around the copper on the outside. So the bigger the copper is, the more surface area that you have on the copper allows more flow without it getting too warm. So that was something I had to learn. That's why the insulation is there, is to keep that heat in there. And that was something that was really shocking to me. Well, shocking, and quite a pun. But that was really interesting to learn, because I assumed for many years that the electricity goes through the copper, and it doesn't. It goes actually over the surface of it. So learn something new every day, right? Okay, so here you got pass-through charging. Yes, so that's good. So that while you're charging it with a solar panel or AC, chances are you'll be charging this bad boy with a solar panel. That means you can utilize it and dump it right into your phone or your camera, your GoPro, your drone right away, so you don't have to wait. That's cool. 20 millisecond switching time. So it actually has UPS, guys. This little thing, now you're not going to use UPS out in the middle of the field, but when you are home or in an RV setting and you have it hooked to the grid or your simulated grid, you could have UPS on a little device like this. So that's kind of cool. You can use it from 30, or you can charge it from 32 degrees, so down to freezing, up to 104, and then discharging, you can actually go all the way to -4. That's helpful, guys, because if you could only use this down to freezing, it's not going to serve much use in the winter time. And a lot of people do hiking in the winter. I don't. It's too cold. Maybe in the future, after you have bubble suits with heaters and everything and air conditioners, maybe I'll go more outdoor in the winter or the extreme summer like that, or in the desert or something like that. But as for now, normal temperatures for me, please. And then here's your storage temperatures, -4 to 104. So basically, if you're going to store it, guys, if you're going to store this thing, here's 2 things of advice. Number 1, don't obviously store it anywhere there was moisture. 2 reasons. Number 1, power stations don't like that. Electronics don't like that. And number 2, you guys know the smell of the moisture that gets on like fabric. Yucky. So that's the 2 reasons why we don't like to do that. Okay, it's 11 pounds. The entire thing weighs 11 pounds, and that's, I'm assuming, is everything right here, 11 pounds, or it's just the power station, and then put another pound or so for the bag. I don't know what the bag's made out of. Hopefully it's heavy duty. It's got to carry this 11-pound power station, if that's just the power station. But let's see here. You get the cords. What is the size? Guys, I really dislike when they do millimeters. However, they put the inches in there for me. So your whole bag is 11.3 by 3.7. Oh, I'm sorry. The power station is 11.3 by 3.7 by 11. So it's basically just under a foot by a foot, and then about just under 4 inches thick. So that'll give you an idea of what's to be expected in this box. Okay, so we saw this one, and I'll put all these specs, guys, on the on our website. Remember that Ramblin Bob's not wrestling database. Oh boy, the Ramblin Bob solar power database. And then what we do is we put all this up there just in case. This helps people learn about it, and also if they decide to change the product anyways. Companies have done this. Like say the USB-Cs drop down to 60 or 45, you'll see a version 1 and a version 2, knowing that. And the surprise is what you don't want. You when you buy something, you want to know exactly what you're getting and how much it costs, period. And then when you open the box, there's no surprises. That's a big thing. Let's see here. Now let's go to the bigger one. Now this is the bigger one, guys. Oh, yeah, we got pop-ups going crazy here. Okay, so this is the Handsfree 2. So basically we're going to see the difference. We're going to go directly to the specs because we already know pretty much what to expect with the system. I think it's just a larger system. Maybe the bag's bigger. It's possible. Okay, so this is a $400 system, and right away it's 500. Is that 512? Boy, the screen is very tiny for me. All right, so let's go to the specs. Maybe we can read it better, and then I'll make it more big here. More big. All right, Ramblin Bob needs more big. There we go. Okay, so battery info is 512 watt hours. So basically that's double of the rated battery capacity as the #1 version. Lithium iron phosphate batteries, 4,000 cycles. I like to see that, guys. That means the batteries are getting better and longer lasting. Here's the charging, guys. Remember, I always recommend once a month, guys. You know, you want to stay on top of your electronics. Same controller, obviously, the system, but now look at this, guys. 700 watts of power out. Now, you could do a lot more with 700 watts, right? A lot more. The other one had 300. This has 700. That's a big difference. Here's your powerlifting, guys. As I said, please learn about this before you just go hooking stuff up in powerlifting mode, guys. Please, just, you'll be happier you did. And then 700 watts in total for the AC outlet, and then you still have the same two 100 watt outputs, which is awesome. That would charge my laptop and my GoPro. I'd be good. And then here's your 15 watts for us old fogies here, USB A's, and that way you can have your old style charging if you have an older device. And then here's your input. Now this is where it gets good, guys. 600 watt max input, which means you could still have faster charging, because remember, you doubled your power of your battery capacity, so you know you need more charging. And then here it was only, remember, 200 watts solar charging on the first model, and now it went crazy here. Now it's 350 watts, so that also will speed up the charging time, because remember that the battery capacity doubles, your solar and AC charging should double, so you can keep up with it. Okay, so here AC charging 45 minutes to 80%, 1.3 hours to 100%. Now notice that was a little bit less, because remember it was 1.5 hours on the other one. This one goes a little bit faster, save you a little chunk of time here. Solar charging is 2 hours at 350 watts. I believe the solar charging of the other one was 1.5 hours. However, remember, double battery capacity, so it's worth it to wait that extra half hour for that much power. And then you get a 700 watt inverter. That's a big difference, guys. That's not double, that's double plus. Here's car charging, 5.8 hours on a 12 volt system. So if you were to drive somewhere you know, far away, figure average was it 60 miles an hour. I know today is the average speed limit is like 150 miles an hour. It's crazy out there. I go off old people time. This is 60 miles an hour, which it should be 55, but 60 miles an hour. So you could go 360 miles, figure, and then it would be charged if you were going that far of a distance. So you know, like a state over or something like that. And then 3.1 hours on a big rig if you had that 24 volt system. So it's not undoable. And you also remember, you can have this charging in your car, you know, like when you're just idling. You don't have to be driving, but just don't try to charge this thing, guys, when the car is off, because if you knock out your battery of your car, you're going to be in trouble and stranded, so you don't want to do that. Hopefully you have a system, like what I hope for, guys, is in the future, if they make a bike that you could ride, and if you hit a button, a generator style thing, an AC generator kind of thing, or a charging generator, would kind of, you know, like maybe click on or something. You know, the technology is always changing, so it's only a matter of time before this will happen. And then you'd have to obviously pedal harder, but any energy that you put into the bike, some of it would go towards a battery bank. I'm hoping for that. I know it's, you know, some guy in the woods probably designed that already, you know, because he's off grid for so long that, you know, he probably made something like that. I did see the exercise bike where you could charge 12 volt batteries, but those guys are pedaling pretty hard. But if you were charging a cell that wasn't, you know, 12 volt, you know, say it was a smaller one, like a 5 volt, and then that would have a step up, a step up inverter, so that way you don't have to pedal so hard. Hopefully that's, you know, something in the future where you can use a step up inverter rather than just try to get, you know, 48 volts out of a pedal bike, which, holy crapzilla, you'd have Arnold Schwarzenegger legs for sure. Okay, so here, pass-through charging, same. 20-second switchover time, same. All the temperatures looks the same, except now remember the weight is now 16.5 pounds. So now you have up to probably a 20-pound backpack figure with the backpack and everything, possibly, let's say 17, 18-pound backpack already, before you put in your tablet and your laptop and your MacBook and your drones and your cameras and your camping stuff and your tent and your blanket. So just keep that in mind, guys. That's going to be, quite the quite the heavy load up for carrying that on your back there. But if you were on a bicycle, electric bike, that would be not a problem, because the electric bike and the pedals are doing all the work. You don't have to carry it. You just kind of sit there and hold it. So here you got 12 inches by 15 inches. So here you got 15 inches tall, 12 inches wide, and 4.1 inches deep. Obviously bigger inverter, bigger batteries. You need more space. That's excuse me, that's what comes in the box. Neat little bag. I like these little clips here, because you can put stuff like inside the clips. That's what they're for. So you can put like a tent across here, and then you can put like a sleeping bag across here, and then it has that pouch for that water thing. I like all the these little hangy things. I like that they started doing that obviously many years ago. But that's so if you have gloves on, you can access these little zippers. Otherwise, you can't get to them. You have to take your glove off, and it's cold. I will save all these pictures, guys, to the website there. The Ramblin Bob Solar Power Database, but that's a tongue twister. And then, like I said, that way you'll see kind of what comes in the box. And if they change it, if they take this out and give you something different, or they give, whatever, if they change the buckles or something, you'll see it, because I want a point of reference to where it's almost like a piece of history. It'll be a database to where if you go into like a museum, you see, oh, that was Model 1, Model 2, Model 3, and then you know what you're getting and if it changed. I like that. All right, guys, well, I think that's pretty much it. This is a new product here. Very, very impressive. Let me make it big here. I want to see this. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't get big. Yeah, impressive, though, guys. Impressive. As far, guys, I just thought of it. If you had that EcoFlow hat, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but if you had that EcoFlow solar power hat and you could charge it with that, holy crapzilla, guys. You would look like one of those, like a pack mule in the old movies and the westerns, where you have like one on each side of you and a solar power hat and a solar gun. Boy, oh boy, it'd give a whole new meaning to the word nomad for sure. You could wander around the desert and then charge all your own power and everything. But remember to take some water, guys. All right, well, that was a very interesting review, guys. Yeah, I personally would love to test and review this product. As I said, I have an electric bike. And if I had one and Mrs. Ramblin Bob had one, we could carry just over, I believe, what was it? 512. So just over a kilowatt of power on our backs on the electric bike, and then you have a 700 watt inverter. Holy crap, Zilla, guys. Same, you can get that three-way. I think that's the AC, but I can't see it. And then, yep, USBs, C's, A's, and then I believe that's the what's called the AC outlet, and then here's a little screen. So basic, same Bluetti screen. I like that, so that way you know what to expect. But I think that'd be cool. A kilowatt of power, 500 each on each of our backs, and then when we get to where we got to go, we could use those to possibly power dump that into our electric bike. Our electric bikes are, I believe, I want to say 750 watt hours each bike. And if this is 500, that would put it up to about 70 or 80% of that bike. So when you get to where you're going, you could leave your backpack with your bike. Not a good idea. But like if you're fishing and you're near your bike, you could have that power dumping in your bike and, be able to get home no problem without pedaling. All right, guys. Well, ramble on. Be safe. I hope you liked it. Leave your comments. If you like this item, what would you use it for? I'd like to hear. Yeah, I would like to hear your ideas. All right, guys, ramble on, be safe, and I'll see you here again on Ramblin Bob Reviews. Bye, guys.